Fever by Judas Priest. Here is the first half of the intro played at a slow tempo. Backtrack and talk about what was just played there. We're going to start with this descending line in A minor. Place your first finger on the third string at the 5th fret. Place your third finger on the 4th string at the 7th fret, and using upstrokes play 3rd string, 4th string, 5th. Now, let's actually play the 5th string with a downstroke. So we got up on the 3rd, up on the 4th, down on the 5th, and that downward picking stroke takes us in the direction of the next note on the 3rd string. So we have up, up, down, up, slide. Okay, so we have play the 3rd string at the 5th fret and slide back 1 fret to the 4th fret. So we have, leave that finger there, plant your middle finger on the 4th string at the 5th fret and play the next note with a downstroke. And that downstroke takes you in the direction of the next string, the 3rd string, which is the 3rd string, 4th fret, and then slide back to the 2nd fret. So we have that's phrase number 1. Now play the 5th string, and then you can remove your fingers, place your first finger as a bar across the 4th and 5th strings at the 3rd fret and play. Okay, so we have. So 5th string open, barring across the 4th and 5th strings at the 3rd fret, and then 3rd finger plays the 5th string at the 5th fret, and then you can set up this C5 power chord, and your first finger grabs the 5th string at the 3rd fret, your 3rd finger bars across the 4th and 3rd strings at the 5th fret. So that measure is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so the first 2 measures. And while playing that first phrase, I'm trying to let the notes ring as long as possible. So don't play it like so, for example. Instead, allow the notes to ring and harmonize. Then you'll repeat those 2 measures. Stay on that C5 chord, but increase the bar so that it includes the 2nd string, 5th fret, and then play 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. So leading up to that, we have 5th, 4th, 3rd, 4th string, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then we're going to switch to place your first finger on the second string at the 3rd fret, play that note, allow it to ring, and then add your middle finger to the 3rd string 4th fret, and then place your 3rd finger on the 4th string 5th fret. So we have, and then return to the 2nd string 3rd fret. So 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and. Okay, so. Add that next phrase. We just finished with that G major triad. Leave your first finger down, but add your middle finger to the 2nd string, planting it on the 4th fret, and you'll play the 4th fret and then pull off to your first finger, which is still on the 3rd fret, and then shift back with your first finger, pressing down on the 2nd string at the 1st fret. So, and then you can complete the F major triad. Okay, so we have pull off 1st fret and then add your middle finger to the 3rd string 2nd fret. Place your 3rd finger on the 4th string at the 3rd fret, and then everything comes off as you play the open 3rd string. Off, and then return to. So from the C5, C major, and one more time. And then we have this next phrase. Okay, this starts out with an A5 chord. I'm using my first finger to bar across the 4th and 3rd strings at the 2nd fret. So you play the 5th string open, let it ring, and then play the 4th and 3rd strings. And then return to the 5th string open. So we have 5th, 4th, 3rd, 5th. Okay, so those notes are ringing. Pause, and then leave the bar down, but add your middle finger to the 4th string 3rd fret. And then play 4th, 3rd, and then leave the middle finger down, but remove your bar and play the 3rd string open. So we have. And then you can hammer with your first finger onto the 3rd string at the 2nd fret. So we have open and then hammer, and then follow that up with the 4th string at the 3rd fret. Your middle finger is already in place. Everything comes off as you play the 4th string open, pause, and then hammer with your first finger on the 2nd fret of that very same 4th string, and then play the 5th string at the 3rd fret with your middle finger, followed by the open 5th string, and that takes us back into the phrase. So we have. As far as we're going to get tonight. We'll progress a little deeper into this next week.